Going live. I'm live, guys. Okay, so hi everyone. It's Callie Madison, and today I'm going to be talking about manifesting with dark energy. Um, for those that have been like manifesting all their lives, I feel like I think it should be like given the right light. Like if you've been manifesting all your life, like that's really cool. If you're new to manifesting, like that's cool too. But also like manifesting is like passed down, I think it's very like religious and traditional. um I've learned a lot from like researching like on myself, and I feel like also I haven't like gotten the right kind of like energy from this spiritual connection. I have, but then it's like I haven't. But like when I do confront it, I feel like it's not gonna be as like harsh. I think that it's gonna be like pretty harsh, but it's not gonna be as harsh. Um I've been extremely intuitive like this week. So, and I've been picking it up as well from like my career or like from my niche. And like, I think everyone's niche is kind of like the same, whether it's like you want to get into music or, any type of art. And I know that I'm pretty ignorant too, like Iggy Azalea, art ignorant. But like at the end of the day, like it's fun. Um, you still have like she went through a lot, but like she came back. Like she literally came back. Um, so I don't mind if like I have to, come back to. Um, it's like as a lifetime feminine, you do have to go through a lot of cycles. Um, you go through like the phoenix cycle, and that's like death, and then you come around. But I feel like me knowing about it and like looking into it now with the internet being so easy now, um, then yeah, then everyone, there's no way. There is a way, but there's no reason for like so much work. But I feel like it's okay, if you're doing it, because you will have more always, whether it's energetically or, and then if you're doing it wrong, then you'll find out yourself. But no one really wants to be like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Um, not anyone. Also, let's see what else. What else I want to talk about the life path number 9. Very, very intuitive. Very intuitive, very creative, very I could do it by myself, very you have to do it by yourself because um that's like a part of your strength. But it really it asks of you to be very informed always. Um Always, like, knowledge is power, obviously, to a lot of people and to the majority of the people, to everybody. But people like to play and be petty and make it harder on everybody else. So, because what if one day someone's like, oh, I really like this girl, let's, stop the internet. And then the internet stops. Or that's how I feel. Or like, you know, I don't know. And it's just like you just get like all these comments like, oh, because like I don't like her juju, like bad juju, like I feel like this is bad juju, or whatever situation I'm in, like it feels like, I'm in that situation. And And, you know, everyone needs to go through cycles. And I think also, like, when it comes to me and my personal, like, endeavors and personal things, yeah, like, it's really crazy now, especially now that, like, everyone's being awakened and has the power, basically. But if you're, like, a rapper or, like, an artist or something, you have to, like, write raps on how, uh, like, from your experience. I still live in my hometown that I was bullied in, and bullying was, like, really harsh for me. And I think also, like, just being um more, like, masculine, like the divine masculine type thing. Um and you're probably right. People are, like, doing exactly what they need to be doing. For me, when it comes to, like, attracting the people that I want into my life, if I'm in a vibration where I need help, but, like, of hopelessness or helplessness, then that's what I'm not gonna get the help. But at the same time, we're all different and we're all vibrating on different vibrations. Um, like if you're vibrating on a lack vibration, even though, like, you might not even believe that you are, like, you've always, like, you're gonna be like that. Like, you were the one that started with the lack vibration in the beginning, and you're gonna have, like, a lot of, not a lot, but, like, you're gonna have setbacks if you're not careful. Um, and let's see, and it's real, and it's really real. We're all connected. We're all connected, all of us. Which brings me to that, like, Hitler comment. Like, don't allow anyone to call you Hitler. Like, don't allow it. And if you have, like, a voice, like, use it, and don't be afraid of using it, and don't be afraid to start, like, the momentum, because it all, like, it starts there. And if you already have it, well, continue to do it. Um, and if you need momentum, then that's it. You know, it's real. It's real. And I feel very disrespected when it's like, oh, it's not real, or because now I'm, like, looking into it. So are you gonna be respectful to the person that's in it, or, like, like, and then, oh, that's not real. Do you think I need to hear that? No, I don't need to hear that. No one needs to be hearing that. It's as real as you want it to be. And if you need fairies to guide you on this path, then use fairies to guide you on this path. Who are you? Who are we to be like, there's no fairies? Of course there's fairies. God knows all the fairies. And, like, I have such a good relationship with God that, like, obviously we all do, right? We all know about God when we're little, but it's the adults that are like, oh, you can't do this because God doesn't love you for that. Or you can't do, and so, no. It's one that makes people, like, separated from God. It's the truth. Sometimes you're not gonna want to hear it from me, and I'm not gonna want to hear it from you. But we all have to work together, you know. And you don't know when God's coming, and I don't know when God's coming. But if you believe in God, like all of our fathers do, and our founding fathers, then one day He will come. And then, if you're not ready, and He readies one of His other children, like the black sheep, literally, the black sheep, literally. Who's going to go worry about the flock or the black sheep? And so, when the black sheep is all over there, and you're just literally, literally not worrying about what's going on here in your vicinity, then how, no, you have a past and I have a past and we have past and we have to learn how to unearth it before it's too late. Oprah Winfrey does it. She does it on her show. She does it, Ivanka, or Ivana, I forget what's her name. But she's like this luxurious woman because she's so enlightened and so spiritual and so soulful. And then I want to be like that, but I still don't want my past to come up and haunt me. But at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. And when you notice that happening, don't get afraid and continue on that work, because if not now, then when you do actualize what you have on your vision board, when you do really be like, oh, yes, I did write this when I was 15 or 16 or 18 when I was going through something, don't allow what you are quote unquote manifesting in the here and now to, and if it wants to show up earlier, well, then the more the merrier. But you're feeling a certain way now, and if your feelings or if your actions are scaring people away, that only means that you're scaring them away. And that when you were like 18 or 16, but yeah, you can really change your manifestations too. Like, it's not that easy. It's really not. It's really not. But it's very connected to what you want to do. Like, you feel like you want to be a life coach, you could be a life coach. You want to be a life coach, you know. You want to be a magnet, you know. So if you're still alive and kicking and well, then why not? Like, why not be a magnet to, like, people, right? And then they pay you, right? They pay you under the table, or they pay you. I'm kidding. I like under the table, but like, they pay you under the table, and it's up to you to listen to, like, these yeah, like, for example, getting paid under the table, right? It's real, so it's been done before, you know. I love that idea. I love doing things unconventional. It's a real thing. If you're feeling like rusty or something, that's a thing, you know. That's a thing, you know. I'm an old soul, and I feel as though, like, I feel that that's a touchy subject for a lot of people, especially when you're not supposed to be doing it in the first place. Like, you know, if you're a Christian or whatever. But, my art is my art, and no one's gonna take that away from me. And my freedom is my freedom. And you know what? I think our fathers gave us that freedom. Our fathers gave us that freedom. Our fathers and parents were the ones that came here, and gave birth to us. So, you know, that we still have to give those people and the people before us those honors, like that honor, and um, honor, our mother and father, and our life path, which is the title of this video. Could it really mess up. It could be really tangled, and you realize that you're lost without them. You're really lost without them because you chose wrong, or you chose something that wasn't divine. But as you grow old and as you realize as you grow like 30 or you hit 40, and age is real. But also your dreams are real too. And sometimes you might be too old for your dreams. That might be something that may come across your thought process. But no, you're never too old. You're never too old. Uh, you could be lazy, but no one really likes to hear that. That's negative. No, we're in a positive vibing thing. Yes, but yes, newness is um everyone's doing it, and you have to come clean too if you want to be a part of it. And yeah, because you're like if you detach from that nature or natural, and you just say, you know what, I forget, and like I'm gonna forget about this. Um, you can't forget about it. Can't. Even if it's like a long time coming, you can't forget about it because like it's yours. It's yours. And it's so fun. Like it's so fun the process because like it's not fun because at the end of the day, like it's sad because like you see it and you're like and you don't see it. Like you see it and you wrote it down and then like you go into this Alice in Wonderland like rabbit hole, and but then you have to remember that it's just all like the a part of like the creative process as well. If you're creative, you'll attract like creative things or in a creative way. Um, but it just shows you that like you're not ready. Like you're not ready because the way you manifested it, like you manifested it that way. You were in a different vibration, you were like vibrating differently, and it's so like it's so like reasonable, like you can reason with it. Like but now you're like, oh well, no, wait a minute, like this is what's real. This is what's real. And if you have to put your foot down sometimes, then you say, I have to put my foot down because, and it's God's like, oh, no, you don't have to wait till that day. Or maybe you don't want to move anymore. Maybe you don't want to move to that country anymore. Maybe you don't want to move to that city anymore, you know. Or maybe, like you're like I don't know, because it's divinely guided, right? And now I'm more divinely guided than ever. And yes, I'm not ashamed to be like mean because I'm gifted because I'm not mean and I can call myself humanitarian today because I've never been so cruel and so harsh and so cold. And a lot of people have been like that. And yes, other people can call themselves creatives and artists, and you could look at Trisha Paytas all day and you wouldn't get bored. But at the end of the day, like you have to realize that you're all the way up there if you're like one of the upper echelon people, even though with that has it comes with its rules and regulations and uh, a lot of force. I like to say too, force. Um, Marsian. I understand the Marsian energy because it's not, it's like, it's Pisces, like Life Path of Manan, it's very Piscean, but it's also very fiery. And what else? Oh, also, it's very, very Piscean. Yeah, very Piscean. Could say that. I could say that I have a lot of Pisces in my chart. Not a lot of it, but I'm not going the astrology route, obviously. I'm going the numerology route today. And it's up there. It's like up there. It's just up there. It's it gets you very airy, um, and yeah, it's painful to pick up on the little things. That's why nature in itself. It's funny. It's funny because it's funny. You try to do this thing and then the bird flies away. Like that show. No, like I love nature. I love doing everything in the nature based because nature is so like light and But yeah, I like working with energies and it's all about like getting someone to mentor you as well. Like it's such a beautiful thing and like I don't know, like I'm not in an energy. I will be. I think we're all God's creatures, right? Beautiful creatures. Yeah, and everyone goes through things like who hasn't gotten a broken bone? God forbid I get a broken bone. But people go through that. And if you know of God, like, and I know of God, I'm not going to allow somebody to tell me, oh, I taught you about God. No, no, no. No, no, no. I know about God. You taught me about God? Oops. Because, so, people like to think, oh, you're not godly or you're not Christian. 444. You're not Christian. You're not godly. Why? Why? And then people are going to get mad at you and at your blessings because they see it. And then it's like, oh, I haven't picked it up recently, but that's how things are. You know, you pick up intuitively and you're just like, oh, what do I do now? I thought I was doing everything right. And, you know, you are. Being lucky is very humbling as well. I like to, like, someone could be like, I've experienced, like, you know, I could look back, we could look back, we could look back, we could look back. And some of us think that we're not relatable, but we are, because even if we do relate to people in a negative way, our experience, calls for like things like, you're someone, someone feels as though you need to be humble. They will like, raise up the sit down, be humble song in their car and they'll blast it and like they'll be like, oh, see, like, so, they can like that person connected with you that day because they needed you to be humble. And that's maybe that they were coming from like a positive place. But yeah, connections come and go as well. They do. They're very important to one's self as well. Um, and jealousy is very real as well. But I've never given that my energy as much as I did now. And you can always revert back to like how you were doing. Not revert back, you don't want to do that. But if you feel as though your energy is calling you to do that, and you're more respecting of the art, or you're more respecting of the energies, um, and what goes into things, then you're gonna want to do it in a respectful manner, and realize that everything that we use, not everything that we use, but like with it's with your intention, and sometimes our intentions aren't the best at times, and it's more take than anything else. um yes, they're people are right when they're like judging you, um not judging you, but when they're like, oh, it's time to like hold on to your riches and stuff like that. Yeah, it is. I am a karmic, but at the same time, I also have to realize that as well. I am karmic. I am a karmic. Um, and yeah, it's really something. It's really something. It's a tough job to be that person that brings you to Jesus. I could be the person that brings you to Jesus. Um, but I don't have to be, though. It's a blessing to, though, and I will, but only when the moment is right. You know, we all fall short from the grace of God, and if you didn't do it, then I'm not gonna do it. But that's I have to do it. We all have to. We all have to be better than our parents. We all have to be better than. That's the truth. That's the truth. In every way. But that there's no, like, you can't, if you're here breathing today, you can't, forget about your parents, even though, your art may not call it, or what you're doing, or your everyday day, or your day to day. But yes, as you're learning, about like attracting the good in your life, the bad will also come with it. That's what I learned with the thing, with attracting it, and the mentors that I chose to, listen to. Abraham Hicks is one of them, and she states that in her cards that, yeah, as you attract as you attract, the good vibrations also. No, it's good has to come with the bad. You can't have bad without the good, basically. So, and I always heard that, and we always hear that, and it's true. It's true. A lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't like. I don't like it when I'm disrespected. I don't like it when I get something done to me that I don't like. And I've only seen people, I've only seen a handful of people of that um that call the shots, and that's appealing to me. So I shouldn't really worry about calling the shots. If I need to call the shots, if like, in my videos or my channel, like if I'm overbearing or something like that, or too bossy, that could be that too. Um, let's see. Yeah, and it could just be as little as like your everyday log, like I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest person I know, just for like the smallest things. And that's something great. That's something beautiful. That's something to hold on to. That's something to bank on. Yes. Because who doesn't want to be lucky? And there's obviously more lucky people too. But if you're the one that, not you're the one, but everyone has their own issues, obviously. Um, no one's exempt from anything, no matter how high up you go. Like my everyday is so beautiful and so comfortable, but that could change. But it could change for the better, yes. But it could also change if I'm not careful, if I'm not like worthy of it, if I'm worthy of it, but if I'm not like, I'm so happy for this moment, or like this time, and it's very dark. Time is dark. Time is space. Time, you know, your space and your space, if your time, but your darkness. And not everyone likes darkness. And if somebody likes darkness, then yay, the more the merrier. If you like scary stories, I'm your gal. Or yeah, like it's just as simple as that. Like people are so hurtful, and that's why I'm like so like lonely, and like not people, but a lot of people could be very hurtful, and that's why people stay single or have been single like a Pringle for so long, because it's even with our thoughts we sin, like it's crazy. And people, I wouldn't want to be like, I wouldn't want to like pick up intuitively, or yeah, no, and the person will argue with you, will argue with you, will argue with you, and just tell you no, it's not the truth, because they love you, you know. But at the end of the day, like, you know, if you're with someone, you're gonna be like, and their thought is, why am I with this person? But you're with this person. They're with you because, or like you're with that person because they're able to tap into that, side of you. But that's not a good feeling. That's not a good thought to have of somebody. Why am I with this person? Or, it's not a good feeling. So, and that's one of my issues. Um, I look at Trisha Paytas, and she's overweight, or she's not overweight, um, but she is, you know, as someone's like naturally skinny, someone's going to be overweight or someone's not gonna be naturally skinny. And it's whatever you bring to the table. That's what is matters. That's what matters. Um, and everyone has their own thing. Everyone, and it's up to you to raise your vibrations. That's important. Do whatever you need to do for that safely and in your bubble type thing, uh, which I've been able to up to this point do. I've seen my manifestations like this close, but you always want to finish it off. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to manifest halfway. And no one's going to get hurt. No one was hurt in the making of this manifestation, but no animals were hurt. Sometimes they were, the deers that I saw just on the side of the sidewalk. It was just so sad. I want to be part of deer rescue if that's if that's a thing. Mm-mm. We're just so careless sometimes. I don't know. I think that's just called carelessness when you just hit deers. Anyway, um, I hope I never hit a deer. But what else? What else? Yeah, and we're naturally like, I don't know, because now I'm looking at it like as in a collective point of view because of what I was manifesting like this month or last month. Um, but hey, no, just as it's sensitive for me, it's sensitive for you too. Because, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I gotta do what I gotta do. If I gotta do something, I'll do it. But like when you're dealing with spiritual stuff too, like you're not gonna make me feel bad for for me manifesting this and then you're the one you're the one that's doing the work and you're the one that's giving me the answers. But then it's like, oh, now I have to move. Yeah, you gotta move. You gotta move. Or if it's like you're the college student and I don't, and my goal, or my, not my goal, but my power is to keep things under wraps. You think I'm gonna be like, oh, expose? No, I don't want to expose nobody because that's what gives me. There's a word for that. I know there's a word for that. You know, like you're not. College is obviously very real, but you're the one that's like, it's a never ending story. You're the one that's saying that, not me. I'm the one that wants to have a friendship. I'm the one that is fast enough or smart enough or wasn't born smart or wasn't born with a high metabolism. And it's always going to be that though. Um, you have to better yourself. And if you feed yourself and if you and if it's healthy for you to meet these milestones and win these awards and win these accolades, well then go right ahead. Go right ahead. But people will call you out on some things, and they'll call you Hitler, and they'll call you tactless, and all that stuff. And life events will happen. You know, probably will get arrested if you're not careful, right? Um, and every day you get inspired. Every day is an inspiration because I was inspired when like I saw certain things in my life, and that's why I said, "Oh, well, I could do it. I could do it today. I'll do it this way because I saw it happen this way that day, so I could do it." And there's a name for it, and you've seen it before, and we ain't stupid. And it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to know that either you like somebody or they like you. But we like to run away from love, and when it's such a cool thing. And love is weird, and love is love. But when we think about it, we have the ball in our court always, because and power, let me tell you, ooh, that power. When you walk into it and when you have it, it's like everyone is so like worried about finding their niche, but we forgot about the like important things in life. Or we forgot. It's not that we forgot, but if we have to remember that we're great or that we are not great, but we have to remember like those all the blessings that God has given us already, so that we could. It's never been easy. It's never been easy. But if you manifested something in your life, you're going to attract it again. Okay? Whether it's negative, whether it's just for laughs, but you're going to attract it. Whether it was a mistake that you made, let me tell you, it was the best mistake of my life. But I will always attract that. Oh, whether they be my neighbor or whether they be like, yeah, my neighbor, you know, because it's timely done. Like, it's timely done, and that's why you never let go of your dreams. And what else? And you know, this person has it this way, you have it that way. You know, you don't. You're not this artist that's getting interviewed by radio DJs. You are a person that is living every day, you know. But yeah, you already have all the answers. Like, you already have all the answers. Especially when you get like your cards read in a site like this, like an instant thing. Um, Everyone has fears. They're they're there. Um, most of not altercations, but like uh most things are fear based as well. Um, but I think it's annoying to bring it into. So you wouldn't want to just bring it in, I think it's important to remember like how to do it if you feel as though you're like this great teacher, then be it. Don't allow anybody to tell you, oh, don't teach, or you're talking too much, or you're, yeah, basically just preaching a mile away. But if I have already manifested what I want, or my manifestation is in my vicinity, then I'm just going to talk a lot. I'm going to be so excited and so happy and have a care, like not have a care in the world. But like if my manifestation were to like come through that door today, which is kind of what it's gonna be like. And I really pictured it. I really did. But I feel as though like when I manifested that, like I think it was around that time frame that I was like, oh, like yeah, like that is someone that I would be with, when I was manifesting my counterpart. It's not even that serious ever. And when I watch videos that are like that, when I watch videos that are like that, and I could be calculated as of, and I could be very, very controlling, very domineering. Let's call it what it is. But hey, if you could handle that, then yeah, I'm your gal. But if you can't handle it, then yeah, why bother? Why bother? And then we hear, oh, you're so negative, and then we see someone that is not the life of the party, or oh, she's just like, or he's just like cranky. Now that person has a reason to be, because I don't know. I just feel like if you're young and you're still kicking, I still feel that you should be that. You should have a say in how to bring back. Yeah, and I think every day is that too. I see it. I do. And I'm not ashamed of it at all. I'm not ashamed of it. I can't be ashamed of it because it's beautiful. I'm able to, I'm able to, and that's all people need to know. I'm able to. And out of dark times, out of these dark times, whether it's in your neighborhood or whether it's nationally, nationally, it's a national problem. It's a third world issue. Is it third world? First world? Third world now. Everyone has those moments of insanity. Everyone must go through that Alice in Wonderland phase, I feel. Now I feel. And as I get older, I realize that I have to wake up. Certain things. You have to wake up. You have to wake up and realize that you're fine. That you're fine where you are. Sometimes you might have to scream at yourself and be like, I'm fine, I'm fine just the way I am. But are you really? Like, are you moving? Are you doing everyday things? Are you doing even a little bit each day? And if you are, then you're just where you need to be. And if you call yourself lucky, then you're just where you need to be. And you can have your little Stepford Wives life or your perfect life. Yes, your perfect life. But if you live a perfect life, then your friend, like, that's what I want. I want a perfect life. And that's what I'm manifesting every day. And when it's my turn, I can wait. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait because I believe in family. I believe that, like if you had a little rough around the edges, your family will always be your family. The moment you pick another family, they'll be like, hey, where did this family member be? Like, where's, because they feel it. The moment you feel like, I don't know, I picked, like, we can't choose our families, but we can pick them. And then when we pick them, it's like, now there's different rules. We could say, oh, I don't like, and it's always been for me. Now I remember, like, that's something that, you know, I've been dealing with I've been dealing with. And it's a great thing to deal with, actually. It's a blessing. Your blessings um, are good, are good. They're for a reason. You go through cycles for a reason, but you choose how long you want those cycles to be. If you want to, if you say, okay, let's do it. Let's choose this person, right? Say, I attracted you into my life. I have this proposition, and you either spend the rest of your life with that person if that's what they want to, and you're not afraid to say that. You're not afraid to spend the rest of your life with someone. But a lot of people are gonna be afraid of that. A lot of people are gonna be like, or maybe it's in the moment. It's in the moment thing. But wherever you find yourself in life, and if you're this expansive individual, and you're manifesting, what it can't hurt to be like, oh, and it's true. It's true. It really is. But it's not that serious because even if it's true, like life still goes on. It really does, and we think it's not, but it does. And there's no taking back. Like there's no rewinding. There's just, what can we do now? Like we can always do, right? Always do. And I think you're gonna do, and you're gonna be able to do once you get to that point yourself, and you're like there now, and you're actually doing it. And then that person that you told, that's probably what's gonna be for me. But like, I've always seen the beauty in others, and I would be like, oh, like, You should be that. So like a scout, basically. So I like that's in itself a beautiful thing. You know, you're scouting talent for everyone to see, but but you also want to be the talent too. You know, you could do that too. You can be the talent. You could be the director as well, and you know, it's But yes, God is so perfect that way. Whatever is source, source is also um perfect. Spirit, um, yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real. You have to let go when the time is right. You have to let go. You need to learn when to let go. You need to learn that sure they might need you that time, but then they don't need you. And that's okay too. You know? I think every moment is worth sitting with, and you know, I could talk for days, but hey, if you can't talk for days, but that's what I want. I want to be able to talk for days and remove me because I ain't going nowhere, basically. But it gets annoying. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I've seen it all. I haven't seen it all. Like, I haven't gone to Paris or France or whatever like that. But the good thing is that I've always wanted to go. The good thing is that there's art in everything. Good thing is that I've already seen a lot of what I wanted to see, and that is sometimes it's funny because if you're in that position of reviving someone's fun, then be that, be that today, you know. It's sad when you read like a blog post or a Yahoo post because even small as Yahoo posts, like I was always like, why do and I remember now, like I could remember why was I bored? Why have I been, why? Because I lost myself. I now I'm able to like pick and like realize like when I lost myself or you get sucked into things and we think that it's we're perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine. Oh, we are. We are. We're perfectly fine. No, yeah. Are we? Are we? Did we listen to our parents? And they said that our parents, oh my goodness, they are like the most magical beings in this world because it's so true. I have daddy issues. I could say that till I'm blue in the face. But I look back and it is so true. I have so much to be grateful for. But it's so true that I get goosebumps as to how true it is, as to why like my parents never really wanted to get me like a system. Like I see it, like, and it's true. Like boys will always be like video games, but our parents would have rather have us playing sports than, that or going outside than actually you know, being like attached to something, but it's true. It's very true. And I have to heal family issues, but it has to come from me, and however it comes, and however clarity comes, like, you just don't want it to be too late, and it's never gonna be too late. It's just gonna be right on time, and then you'll be like, oh, that's why, and then you won't be as depressed, or if you suffer from depression, like, you won't have to suffer from it anymore. That's the answer for today. Like, you won't, and it's real. Because I am suffering from it. But maybe, who knows, maybe I'll suffer from happiness or serendipity. It's better than suffering from, like, lack. It's very important to be like, you could bring it into your existence. Bring it into your existence. But make sure that you're willing to have that. Be merry with it. My existence was being in the Dominican Republic and hearing like someone just be like selling, I'm selling stuff. That's what happens in the Dominican Republic, right? As I'm very sensitive when it comes to things. But like if they're loud, like if someone's loud, right? If someone's just being loud or someone you can remember that. You can name that. You could be like, I remember that happening. Yeah, could remember that. And so it's not that important to you. Pick a day, any day, and just start living it. What else? There's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. What else is there? What else? For life path number 9, there's a lot of messages. There's a lot of days. you know? Um, I love it. I love the memories. I love memories. I'm in a remembrance, time as well. I wish it was closer though. I wish it was more with someone. And it is. It is. We're at a time of that right now. In a goals time. Right? And I do feel ready. I do feel ready for a goals relationship. I do. I do. Hey, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But right? But that's the time we're in right now. And yeah. Yeah. Doesn't hurt to ask or to try. I know. I know. And if there's some truth to it, there's some truth to it. So whatever truth it is, and sometimes you don't like someone doesn't have to like your magic as well. Like that's true. I feel that magic magic is cool. But it's such a sensitive topic. There's such a sensitivity to it. It could just slip through your fingers. It's beautiful though. And if you get off of that wave, my love, If you get off of that wave, my loves, you'll never know. You'll never know if it was really real. Or if you allowed that person to be like, ha, she's on that wave. Let's get off. Let's get her off. Can't do it anymore. I'm too into the wave. Whatever. No, it's no, it works. It works. Just get into that vibe, into that wave. Allow it. Allow that wave to take over. No, don't let it take over. um, oh, I have to take my medicine. I'll be back. Oh, I have to end the stream. Are you sure you want to end my stream? Yes.